They ain't go as hard in the paint as Cruella. So that's where I feel like she came out of a dump truck.
Yo, yeah, the movie. I really
movie.
like what Disney's doing with their Disney villains, like especially with like Cruella. They did it was a really well done movie.
I was fire. I'm not gonna hold you. That was a fire movie.
It was.
And the show was mental.
She was literally like, yo, I'm gonna shit on this person every time. Like, yo, it was just. I'm like, yo, this is amazing.
Some of it you knew was coming. Though I will be honest, because I was like one of the scenes is like when she finally meets the Duchess, whatever, or something, goes in her office, sees the butler, and she recognizes him and the necklace and everything. She's like, yo, I'm working for the bit that killed that
killed him up.
Yeah, and then come to find out, it's spoilers, but the movie on Disney Plus, so I don't care. Yeah. It's free.
Like you gonna be like it's free, so you gonna be able to see it. Like you can see it if you gotta come on.
I don't care about the spoilers, but but the movie was good. But I'm saying from the scenes from the movie where she was, they OD'd on how many times she had to show up at a gala. So she did the black and white one, also gas. Showed up all white and then just turned to red. I was like, yeah, she got magician paper. And so that was dope. And then the garbage one was dope.
The garbage truck. I mean, I think those were just like shows that she was just crashing.
Yeah.
But it's not like really galas, but it's like
well, there were galas in the sense that like the event was. Yeah. She was crashing. Yeah, you were right. She did the one with the bike when she just did burnouts with smoke and then turned the lights on. It was Cruella. I was like, yo, that is gangsta, bro. So
it was so funny, like the one where like they thought that she killed her dogs.
Yeah,
I was like, yo,
you
wildin'. I'm like, yo, you wildin'.
I was like, yo, she cruel like that though. That's thugging. I was like, yo, that's thugging to the next level. She killed the dogs and turned them into coats and showed up on your doorstep.
And I'm just like,
drip.
I was not gonna lie. I was like, how is it that she did that, but then why she had such a hard time doing that in the first movie? Then, like, that's kind of like the prequel to 101 Dalmatians.
I think there's like a transformation process, but no, nonetheless, there's that. Saw that movie, and then other things are coming out.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for this right here. Like Netflix is gonna drop the fourth season of Dear White People. Like I love that show. I love the movie. I love the show, but I'm low key kind of like about it because apparently it's gonna be like a musical in a way. I'm just like, why? But
not feeling.
I'll give it a shot. You know, definitely I give it a shot.
Not, but music. I'm all for the show.
Yeah,
turn it into a musical. Come on, man.
I mean, let's just see how it's done. Like if it's done proper, then
if it's done at the Heights, you may have me. If it's done at the Heights, but I ain't gonna hold you. The Heights was alright. The Heights was alright. You watched it for free though. Watched that for free.
Oh,
and then WandaVision got wins an Emmy.
Yeah,
I didn't
even know the Emmy the Emmys were coming. Like, it's so wild how like social media is now and stuff like that. Like, because even with the VMAs, no one knew the VMAs was coming on until like the last minute.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
And like people weren't even and like people don't like a lot of these award shows. Like I think the last what was it, the Oscars or the Tony Award? It was one of the like this past these like movie award shows. Mm-hmm. But I think it was the Oscars. But they were saying it was their lowest viewership ever. But you know, a lot of people weren't even watching on cable. A lot of people don't got cable. They were watching on like YouTube. They were watching it. They were watching all like everything about it like on Twitter, or they were talking about it on Twitter. Like they might not have seen it like on cable or when it was on, but people are talking about the Oscars. So I think it's gonna change how TV looks at like viewership and stuff like that, especially for these award shows.
Also, I think it's also going to not eliminate some of the award shows, but I think like a lot of the award shows are going to be virtual in a sense.
I mean, I think
where not virtual in the sense, but like where it's like such won an Emmy, but you're not going to see not an Emmy, but like because Emmy, Grammys, Golden Globes.
Oh, no, yeah, it was the Golden Globes that it was.
Yeah.
It was the Golden Globes. Yeah, Golden Globes, the Tony Awards.
And so it's like having so many of these, no one really watches them consecutively. So you might as well start trimming them down.
Especially because like it's
the same.
It still and plus it's like all these award shows still seem like it's just so like no one's really paying attention to what the people are into, like because it's like you go to some of these awards,
That's what it is. It all seems bought. You know what I mean? Like,
and it really does. Like, there are some times when you get it right. There's sometimes these award shows get it right, but there are also these times where it's just like the people know the obvious winner. I really feel like a lot of these shows, it should be like how the Nickelodeon award shows were.
Right.
They should have the people vote instead of, all the people on the board are going to vote. And most of them don't reflect the people watching.
Not only that, it's like I've noticed that a lot of the ones that win awards have budgets that can support winning awards. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, now there's some like small budget things that win.
Yeah, but
that's rare. But
compared to like ones that are like,
it's just literally about like
how much money you have,
how much money you spend on making this movie.
Yeah,
which
to make it dope. But I mean, I'm not saying this. But I mean, like, if you don't have enough money to do enough CGI or enough set locations, then your movie is more focused on dialogue.
I mean, with the way that they're making movies now, you don't really have to have a lot of location. You can use one location.
Yeah, do like shit at our spot.
Yeah, you can like I mean, well, I think it was
but
like one of the Disney Plus Star Wars shows. Oh yeah, The Mandalorian. It was done with mostly green screen.
Yeah, I know. So they're using virtual reality technology. So like that amplifies their abilities. So now, they don't have to go. They bring it to. They're bringing the locations to them.
Yeah,
because they just have to build a little bit of the set and then digitize everything else in Unreal Engine. So, but
which I think it's kind of like, I wouldn't say cheating, but it's like stuff like that using Unreal Engine for like movies is you're gonna challenge these actors way more. It's gonna bring more of a challenge to these actors to really act. And
I don't know. Do you think so? I think it's the exact opposite. I think it's.
Or is it gonna? What? You think it's gonna make them lazier?
No, I think it's gonna improve. I think it's gonna improve their acting.
Well, that's what I meant. Like, it's gonna challenge them to like really get into character. It's like it's not like you're on location, stuff like that. But
now in terms of green screen and like with all the like WandaVision, I think also used a bit of the volume too. Like you'll be able to like the issue with like Star Wars and like these Avengers, the old Avengers and stuff. A lot of the green screen sets, you have to pretend you all see the same object. So a giant snake worm alien in space is flying into New York. When you're on set, you don't see that, right? But now, if you're given the volume, they can use video game rendering. It's real time rendering. So all they do is the same thing you would play a video game. They throw that into the seat into the camera and just put you in the virtual world. So now you on the screens, right? You see the snake coming at you. So now as a group collective, you all can react and react off each other because you see the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now, so in that regards, it's going to improve their acting. But I do think it will make them lazy because now they'll just assume all see the object.
Yeah.
And
you just got to have your real reaction.
Yeah.
Instead of really selling it.
Right. But one actor did mention that. One actor did say that like using the volume, it allowed him to be able to act better because now him and his co-actor can both see the image and both feed off each other's energy, which I thought was dope. I'm gonna try to build it.
Yeah, I mean, we just got to see how it goes. I mean, the way things are now, like with technology and everything, things are different. And it's getting better. It's getting much easier to do things like that.
But I think that's also the issue. What happens with the Emmys and the Grammys and all this is because it's getting so easier and so quick to come out with movies. Like the awards, like the awards are being oversaturated with like movies that are just heading straight to the streaming service.
I think now instead, because yeah, like I think I remember it was for Oscars. It was one of the Oscars where like Steven Spielberg even spoke out about it. He was just like, he it's kind of he thinks it's kind of like because he's from the old school. He's
Right.
traditional, like where you really have to grind out to make a movie.
Right.
So he's just and you have to go through that grind of having it in theaters and then waiting for it to go on video. So having things that are for streaming and it's like he's just and seeing how Netflix is like racking up these nominations. I remember one time he was just like he felt that they should probably that instead of having them be nominated for, Oscars against these other movies that have to go through the traditional route or who choose to go the traditional route and go through the actual grind, he felt like they should just be nominated for Emmys because it goes straight to TV. It's not really like theater. You're not really putting it in a theater. But, I mean, it's still a movie in a way. I think sooner or later they're going to just have like a streaming award show.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Like
how the YouTube awards are and type of thing. I'm not saying
and how
YouTube,
social media awards.
But yeah, you know what I mean. Like it's all gonna be like a streaming services only award because it don't make sense.
Which I don't see a big issue.
I don't either.
There's still people who choose to like make movies with Netflix or from a streaming service. There's still people who just want to just do it the traditional route. So I mean, whatever floats your boat.
It's just I feel like it's just like at a time now. When you hear movies back in the day, it was like Paramount, MGM, you know what I'm saying, Warner Brothers. When they put out movies, it was like a few in the year, but the few that were in the year are hitters. You know what I mean? So you always had them to look out for. Now it's like the movies they're so frequent.
There's so much out. It's like sometimes you don't even have time to watch them.
Not only that, it's just the stories you see plot stories get reused again.
Oh yeah, of course.
And so now it's like, oh, I'm watching another movie that I can already foretell probably what's happening. So there's not as many twists anymore either.
Like
you know what I mean?
like you really gotta really think outside the box and really just really try to have to really make someone like be like, oh, I could already predict how this movie's gonna be.
Right, like this is a good movie.
Like you gotta really build up some suspense, even if it's not a suspenseful movie. Right. You gotta like there are certain movies when I watch them, it's like, I call them good movies because it's like I'm more engaged in the movie. I'm not thinking about here's how it's gonna be, or I would probably do this differently if it was something or whatever. But I'm like literally like, okay, what's gonna happen next? I'm like engaged. Right. It's harder now to really keep your audience engaged in the movie.
Yeah. Well, we'll be ready to get started. Just hop right into our intros.
Real quick. I mean, I was thinking about making this topic a good topic, but I don't know. I think the good topic that we have now is probably but real quick, we want to give a shout out to a woman from Houston who shot a peeping Tom who was looking through her window. I mean, I see stories all the time about peeping Toms, and like there was one a while ago in Fort Myers or maybe like I think it was Lehigh, where a father caught this guy, a peeping Tom, looking in his daughter's window.
Is there?
And he caught him and whooped that ass. I'm like,
I saw a dude in Target taking photos using a camera, going like underneath girls' skirts, and like a father caught him and took the phone, broke the phone, and beat his ass. In Target. Like, it's not like he left Target. Like, I just want to make this clear. He didn't leave Target. He beat his ass in Target. And in Target, people didn't even really rush because it's all on Target camera. You see the guy go like this. Wasn't a good picture, so he walks around again and sneaks another picture from the girl. And then the dad peeks over and is like, and then just
it's still wild how people are still doing that. I mean, I remember like back in the early 2000s where the thing was to like get behind a girl with a big butt and like take a picture. but it's still perverted.
I never. You had porn, fam. Like it's so much easier. Like I don't get.
Like just go on Twitter, you'll see everything. But,
yeah, like, get an Instagram, get a Twitter, get a Tumblr.
Shoot. But I mean, it's just wild. But most definitely, I mean, this is also one other reason why I support women having guns and learning to shoot, because it's like, yo, what is she was probably a woman who lived by herself. So it's like you just see some strange man looking through your window, like, yo,
that's on you, fam. You shouldn't be looking.
Like, bro, this is
you know what I'm saying?
Like, and you could probably know that he's probably done this before. Probably seen some things too. So like, you don't just go to a random person's window and just look through. Like, come on now.
See, like that's I don't get it, but that's not fair. I just don't want to like. There's the fear of that, but like I'd be more afraid of like, what if you're peeping and then it's a tranny? You know what I'm saying? Your whole day's ruined now. So it's like
that's on you. That's on you. That's
Again,
on you, man.
But you see what I'm saying? Getting shot also on you. So you
like
just don't do it.
Just mind your business.
Yeah, just don't do it.
Just mind your business.
You never know what you're gonna see or get. So
or
just don't do it.
So let's get into the show.
So, but that's the recklessness.
Alright. So for our first topic that we're about to get into, this topic right here, it is, well, the headline says Halloween Horror Hustle. And so apparently there's this finance company that is like looking for people who want to watch 13 scary movies of different budgets, from a high budget to a low budget, to see. And their whole thing is that they want to see, does a high, like what we were talking about earlier, but does a high budget make a horror movie more scary or not? And they want people to watch these 13 scary movies all in a row, and they're willing to pay them $1,300.
That's all. That's dope. That's a hard thing to do. I get the reasoning behind it too. But if you think about it, like,
I mean, it's all for research, so
right. But I'm saying, like, when it comes to a horror movie, like the genre, the director or whatever the story is like you have to play on that on the viewer's fear, on the masses' fear. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. For it to be a good horror movie.
Oh yeah, and basically like
the budget would really never play a factor. In my opinion, budget shouldn't really play a factor in if the high budget or low budget makes a horror movie better. It should be like, who's the writer or the director.
I mean, I feel like especially with a lot of these movies, like it's necessarily not about the budget. It's about the story. Like, is this story going to be compelling? And like with horror, it's like, is what y'all doing gonna have enough? Well, first of all, is it gonna have enough suspense? Is the story and how it's being told, is it going to be enough to scare people? Because I mean, with some of these movies, like, you never know. Like there's a lot of people who just love scary movies and they don't get scared at all. So
but I guess what I'm saying, like, when it comes to I agree with you, but like what I'm saying, like in the scary movie part, like A Quiet Place,
which I wouldn't count that as a scary movie. It's more suspenseful. Because I get why it could be scary, but it's not. It's in the
horror movie category.
I mean, it's in the horror movie. I mean, these movies that are in the horror movie category, a lot of them are just suspense movies. Like, they just automatically put suspense movies in the horror. Like,
yeah. But I guess also I picked that one just because it had that feature.
Or like thriller. It's more of a thriller.
Yeah. But any horror movie like that where it's like you play on people's fears of hearing, you know what I mean, by cutting out the sound and then dropping it back in, that psychological factor of it.
I'm
really
not gonna lie, that's the one thing I do about A Quiet Place.
Right.
And like they do that a lot in A Quiet Place too. I'm like, I mean, when I get home late at night and I try to watch A Quiet Place too, like this is like my third, fourth night in a row trying to finish this movie, but I'm gonna finish it. So, but like the thing I do like about it is the fact that when like it's the fact that there are some scenes where they literally just dead silence, and you're hearing it. Well, you're not hearing it. It's from the perspective of the girl that's deaf, and everything's just complete silent. But then all of a sudden, it's like if a crash happens or something like that, it's boom.
Yep.
You hear the sound. It's like, oh, like, I mean, I think like that part is definitely lit. So
I can't. I mean, but being paid $1,300 per person.
I mean, yeah. Whoever's a part of
the testing.
Yeah, whoever's a part of the research, whoever's part of the test. Them testing this theory out. Yeah, I mean, you do that with anything when you're doing research and stuff. So, like, yeah, they're gonna pay them, and then they're gonna send them the Fitbit to record their heart rate, whatever. But I think also like because I mean, I was such a science head like when I was elementary, but one of the like factors is that some things don't scare people. Like there are some movies that like say like a slasher film won't scare most people.
Yeah,
but something like Annabelle might scare somebody, but some people ain't scared of like stuff with the devil won't scare people. Oh, here's the list of the movies though. You have the first Saw, Amityville Horror, A Quiet Place 2, which I'm kind of wondering like why would like it's kind of funny they have the both of them. Are they both different?
One doesn't show the creature. The first one doesn't show the creature.
No, it shows the creature, but it shows them like at the end.
Yeah, in the second one, you get a lot more, and so and there's a lot more traps, a lot more of the like people being angry and evil.
I have to watch both those movies back to back. You got Candyman. I wonder if that's the new Candyman or the old Candyman. Yeah, Insidious. You got Insidious. I didn't see the first Insidious, but I saw the second Insidious, and I'm not gonna lie, the second Insidious was kind of wild.
First one was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Blair Witch Project.
The Blair Witch Project. Yeah. I haven't seen it. It seems
just a lot of running.
Sinister.
I'll fuck you up. I'll fuck you.
Get Out. Okay. I mean,
Get Out.
I love Get Out, but I feel like Get Out was more of a thriller. It wasn't really horror, but some like it's more like Get Out is more of a psychological thriller. Because like you get why it would be terrifying, but it's like it's more relatable than it is scary.
It's like I'm saying, it's only fearful for Black people. I think it's only scary to a targeted market. But I mean, I can get why. Because if we hung out with white people and this is what they, you know what I mean? Like that's terrifying.
I'm like, yo,
that's really.
It kind of does play on the whole, like, I get nervous when there's a lot of white people.
Yeah,
in certain neighborhoods.
They play of course. I understand me being a token Black guy at a party, and you're like, oh shit, I'm not gonna.
Ting. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Just covering ears so you don't hear shit.
Or someone like, you want some tea? Nah, I'm good. No.
Get out of here. I want grape drink.
You got The Purge. I don't even consider The Purge a horror movie.
It is, because in the sense of it's like a slasher film.
I wouldn't even consider it a slasher. Like, it's just like
it's a slasher. Yeah. Because you got them people in the mask, like doing them Saw crazy.
It's more of like an adventure. Because it's like,
I guess.
You got Halloween, the 2018 Halloween. That Halloween was actually pretty good Halloween. Again, it's a slasher film, so it's like it's not. I don't think it was scary, but it's like
Paranormal Activity.
The first one,
just like, a ghost being a roommate.
Annabelle. I'm not gonna lie, Annabelle scared the shit out of me.
I
watched Annabelle and that scared the shit out of me.
They said don't go in the room, and this bitch walks right in the room. I fucked up from the start.
Nah, man. The thing, like,
and then the closet door opens, and the dog's sitting there, and no one opens the closet. Nah, I'm out.
nah,
Burn the house down.
the shit where it's like, goddamn, you see the preacher, and he's like, and he just yelling, "May God have mercy." I'm like, yo. As soon as I hear that, I'm like, hey, I'm going to church.
I mean, I'll be honest. A lot of these movies, like 4 of these, I'm a little scared of. 4 of them, I'd be honestly scared.
And it's like
the others, you're just like, it's. I guess because like also like you do the black people don't run in that room. You stupid bitch, don't run in that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're just thinking about it. A lot of these movies are common sense, so just don't do it. So like Get Out, Sinister, and The Quiet Places, I would say will scare me. But like Purge,
and plus it's like
just sit in the room with a shotty. Why are you going outside?
And it's like don't open. It's like do not. Nah, the thing that made me mad about The Purge is that one freaking kid who's like, oh, we gotta save this kid. We gotta save this guy. Why?
Why?
Like why?
For what reason? You're a good human being.
Come on.
No one.
But I mean, in the end, he does help him out. So,
but no one in America, at that time were good human beings were outside. I'm not going outside. If you went outside, you made a choice that you knew you should not have done. That is not my fault. It's like zombies. If you're going outside the wall, be prepared. Hey, come help me. Nah, hell no. You shouldn't have gone out the wall.
Dude, people were selling guns for cheap. Like, come on.
For a reason. What? You got me weak, fam. I would not. So yeah, The Purge would have been Halloween too. Like Halloween.
I think some of these movies that have sequels, it's like, I mean, depending on how good the sequel is, like, just because Saw has like a whole bunch of movies, but Saw are you really saying that Saw is the more scarier out of all the other ones? The first Saw?
Nah, because like I would say the new one,
Spiral.
Yeah, I would say Spiral.
I think a lot of people are saying Spiral is just gory, so
I liked it though. I liked it. Well, so was Saw, but I liked Spiral more than Saw. I feel it was a better written horror story. But again, but like the same thing with Saw. It was just like make a choice. It's like you gotta cut yourself or not. It's like, fam, I'm not gonna cut myself. I'm just dead. Like you caught me. Like I'm not going through all this work, G. Like half of the things, I'm not saying I'm lazy, but it's like half of it, you just be like, yo, I'm not gonna go through all this work, G. Like Candyman, don't say his name. Shut the fuck up.
No.
Candyman,
or smack the guy who says it. Like, because like no,
you caught him at 3 or 4. What was that? I caught him at 3. Okay.
I'm just like, bro, like. You brought this man out here because you was being an asshole.
Yeah, that's little dumbass fault. I used Candyman and now he's after me. Like, that was your dumbass. Like, it's not me. He after you.
And I mean, it just all depends on what will incite fear. Because I mean, a lot of these movies are different too.
And paranormal activity, move. Just move.
Like some of them some of them are either based off of like just being in a situation where you're being trapped, just like supernatural and like in a way religious and like spiritual fears, based off like the stuff with the devil or anything like that. Some of these is just like science fiction. Like
I mean, if that's happening though, like the devil and that part. That is kind of scary because the potential might be real, right? But then on the flip side,
a lot of these other things could be potentially like there could be like these aliens that come that are super sensitive to sound, and then they just kill whatever makes a sound. That could be possible,
right?
So I'm just saying, like, yeah.
One thing, I'll pop a bubble in Quiet Place. If it was aliens that came here and they was doing that. My thing is like if you had the capability to travel, why you look like a monster? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. You got to Earth, but you look jacked the fuck up. Like I understand that you aliens, but come on, man. Like how you not got a suit? You don't got a presentable face, nothing. You just out here snatching up people with some monstrous alien. Even in Endgame, the alien queen like looked some type of presentable way. Nah, G. Them Quiet Place aliens was weird, but the movie was fire. Yeah. And then,
right. So how to apply for this? Anyone who wants to apply is that applications are due by the 26th of September.
Okay,
so it's coming soon. Chosen candidates will be selected by October 1st and contacted via email, you will send that they will send out the Fitbit on October 4th. The candidate will have from the 9th to the 18th to watch the movies and complete this. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually thinking about doing this.
I might pull up.
I don't mind, some of these movies. I mean, I low-key don't want to watch Annabelle, but I mean, hey, to watch some movies get paid $1,300. Cool.
Some of these,
some of these I know I'm not gonna be scared. Like I know Saw won't scare me. A Quiet Place and Quiet Place 2 won't scare me. Like
some horror is all right. These Paranormal Activity ones.
I mean, I low-key want to watch Candyman, so I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So
Insidious Chapter 2 did scare me a little bit. So
Insidious and Sinister is no joke.
I mean, I heard Sinister is wild.
Sinister, bro.
Get Out, I'm gonna be having fun with it because I love the movie. I've seen the movie so many times. I'll have fun with it.
I was seeing the movie. Yeah, I've seen bits, but I get it.
Purge, I'll have fun with that one. Halloween, again, I've seen it. It was fun. I laughed more at Halloween than I did that I was scared.
That's what I laughed. There's gonna be an issue in this. There's gonna be a lot of us just laughing. But I'm gonna be laughing my ass off through half of these.
Paranormal Activity, I don't know. I mean, I saw one of the other Paranormal Activities.
The first one was hilarious.
It's not scary at all.
It's startling. You look, whoo. I'm like, okay, but then you see what's happened. Hilarious, bro. One dude gets pulled by his legs. It looks like
oh my god!
Looks like when they make fun of women when they want sex. So you just
wow,
and you see the squeaks. Bro, it was funny. The ghost just be throwing dishes like you don't like. This ain't clean. This ain't clean. This ain't.
So basically, Paranormal Activity is a very memeable movie.
Oh yeah,
very memeable.
Stop.
So
stop. Wow, I laughed my ass off.
But yeah, if y'all want to check this out, I don't know if they have a website or not, but yeah, I mean, sign up. I mean, shoot, I might sign up too. So
scroll down. Is that at the bottom? Oh, this is what you need.
I think this might be it.
I'll put the link in the description.
Sure. So financebuzz.com, all that. So yeah. So, and let's go on to our next topic. Isn't that the first? Huh. Give us one moment.
It's bad, right?
Yeah, bad.
The New York.
Yeah, that one. Okay. So, sorry for technical difficulties, but yeah. For our bad topic, we have it's a New York hospital that is going to put a pause on delivering babies because of staff shortage and mainly the staff quit. Some of the staff quit because of the new vaccine rule, which is basic. I mean, which if you haven't known already, a lot of businesses now are starting to require that their employees be vaccinated, especially places like hospitals and stuff like that. They are requiring that their employees be vaccinated. So some people are just like, it should be our choice whether we want to get vaccinated or not. It should not be mandatory for us to have jobs. So some people are just like, I might as well go.
Yeah.
So I mean, which I feel them on that because it's like, like at first, like now, because shoot, they're giving people like options to wear a mask or not. So why is it that in order for me to have a job now, we gotta be vaccinated for some companies? It's just,
I mean,
and it's like already when it comes to this topic in general, it's already risky and somewhat dangerous when women deliver their babies already. So now either they're gonna have to go to a different hospital, they're gonna have to find a doula. Like, hey, if you're a doula, this is your time to shine. This is your time to shine if you're a doula. But, it's really putting a lot of women at risk when you're just saying, oh, we're not going to deliver babies no more because we have a staff shortage. I mean, it's already a very really risky and dangerous process already. And now you're putting more women at risk, and possibly might cause more women to die from, complications because of this. I just think it's just odd. But
I mean, also I agree with you because you can't getting mad at the fact that you have to be vaccinated because you're a nurse that helps delivers babies is kind of like pretentious. You know what I mean? Like, cause like, come on, you're delivering a new life into this world that ain't got vaccinated, no protection. How is that not a common sense thing? All sectors of the nurse ward, of the nursing of the hospital, the one that cares for new life should be most vaccinated. So if you just switch jobs if it's that big of a deal. You don't deliver babies. We'll get someone who will.
I think it's actually the fact that they're short staffed in general.
Yeah, I get that part too. Yeah.
It said already chronically short staffed. It said the general hospital maternity department. So it is a maternity department.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like if you're in that department, you're pissed that you got to get vaccinated. It's like, fam, suck it up. You're delivering new babies into a world that has viruses on an outbreak. During a pandemic, I can't believe I got to get vaccinated. What? Suck it up.
Yeah. Bro. So now, like it said, patients may now have to rely on other facilities for maternity and postpartum.
But get it. What are they called? Midwife or whatever they're called.
Yeah, a midwife, a doula.
You gonna ask them if they vaccinated?
Yeah. I mean, I already said like whenever I have kids, I would not want to have them be delivered in a hospital. That's just But even still, like there are people who just trust hospitals. They want, they're just women who just want to what's that shit called to get the epidural? So it's like,
yeah.
I mean, why take? It just seems like the wrong people are going to end up being punished because of this decision.
Yeah.
You're going to make it harder for these women,
like expecting mothers to get done, to get help.
And I mean, they say it's temporary and only until they can resolve this whole thing. But who knows how long it's going to take to resolve this whole thing?
But it's like I'm not saying it's bad in a sense. Like I understand not wanting to get vaccinated if you feel like it's against the right or you don't feel comfortable with it or whatever. But I also feel like it's very hypocritical to work at a hospital and not believe in a vaccine.
I mean, the vaccines, like the hospitals aren't where the vaccines are like being developed at, but it's more of like.
But I mean, you took classes, you understand medical science.
You vaccinate people. Some people vaccinate people. So.
You know what I'm saying? So like to be like, I'm not gonna get vaccinated, but you're a nurse. It's like, what were you learning? What did you like? If you don't believe in vaccinations, but you want to be a nurse, it's fine. Mm-hmm. But it just seems a little hypocritical in that sense.
I mean, you could just be a holistic nurse or something like that.
That's
if you don't believe in vaccinations.
But then that's fine. But then you're fully holistic. You shouldn't believe in medicines and stuff. So working as a nurse would be kind of oxymoron of a job.
Not really like you could. There's herbal medicine. Yeah. There's natural.
I'm saying like that's
like
fine.
Remedies and illness and stuff like that. But
like we're like contributing that to like an thesis. Going, I don't believe in vaccinations. And you're like, what? Why? You deal with people who have open hearts and stuff, right? Like, yeah, all the time. You don't believe in vaccinations? Like, don't stuff squirt at times? Yeah, some dude squirted in my face. And you don't believe in vaccinations?
Pause.
That's not even a pause.
I'm just saying.
Why would I want girls to squirt in my face? Why would I pause? Don't pause on that.
But I mean, like,
I just don't get it. That's weird.
Yeah, this is like even when I like looked at this like story, like the decision, it's still like I get, you're short staffed and that, but it's like there are restaurants out there who will be short staffed. Like shoot, one I work in one, so yeah, short staff. They still gotta give food out to all these customers. Like they only got like a few people, and they still out there doing this. I mean, like I get it. You need people to. You need more than just a couple of doctors and nurses to really run the maternity like department. But still, it's just there are people that are relying on this hospital. They're relying on the department to,
right, and it makes it ridiculous to hear that nurses quitting their job because they get vaccinated.
I mean, we got to give the most respect to the nurses though, because I mean, since this whole thing has started, I've heard stories of just like nurses having to just not be in their homes at all for like a whole month or something like that because they're working. They're like on the front lines with COVID. They're helping people. They're putting people on ventilators. And they're I know a couple people who are nurses and they're saying this is real and like how some of them have to work on the floor, on the floor that's dedicated for COVID, and they're scared for their lives as well. And they're seeing nurses catch corona, so it's just shout out to all the nurses, and I really feel like once this whole pandemic is over or whatever, all the doctors, all the nurses, and all of the what's it called, essential workers need a vacation. Just get some have some
surprised they don't give like an extra check, the stimulus for just that. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't mind that.
A stimulus check for people who were considered essential workers would be really dope.
For me, for someone who works in news, I would love to have that. I'm considered. Since I already work in media, I am considered essential. I would love to have that.
If I was president, I'd make that the thing. If I was president, I'd do some shit like that.
But like, I just feel like all the essential workers, especially the nurses, they definitely, once this whole thing is over, they need a vacation. Yeah. Give them like 2 weeks or give them a month off. Give them the whole month off. But I mean, definitely to anyone who is like affected by this decision right now, I am praying for you. I am if you're close to about to, deliver, I hope somehow, some way you have a safe delivery. Like that is one thing I'm definitely big on. Like sometimes, really is that because you hear stories all the time where like the mother, especially with in the Black community, how mothers die from childbirth or they have complications from childbirth. I'm really safe. Like every time I see like on social media, pregnant women on social media, I always say, I hope you have a safe delivery and just stuff like that. Because I mean, you just never know. You never want nothing bad to happen. So, for sure. But let's take a break and let's just speak. You could somewhat say speaking of babies for this or what the fuck topic, but let's just say there are some weird people.
Take one.
Yeah.
All right, guys, and that's blah, 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 yada, yada. And you end it always with a boom, okay? Hey! Thank you.
This whole time I was ending with a bang. I never did.
It makes so much sense.
I know.
Holy shit. Never did.
Well, guys, we got a special announcement from our own very Icy.
All right.
Yeah. Iceman. What's up, Iceman? All right. Guys, we're in the dawn of a new 2000. Just came out of the closet.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
That was great.
Yes. My name is Icena now.
Okay.
You're a lesbian.
You're
I'm a lesbian.
20 of your lesbian.
And it's Icena.
Yep.
Okay. Wait, so you went from being straight to a lesbian?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Wait, alright. Wait, are you?
I only date girls though.
Wait.
So, okay.
You might
see what I'm saying. You see what I'm
He might be
saying?
onto something.
Yo, because you get maternity leave.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You get the you get to leave
I
early.
feel a cramp right
You know what
now.
I'm saying?
What?
You get,
This don't make sense, guys.
If we were on a boat, it'd be women and children first.
Facts. And we'll be the first ones on it.
and you get the hottest girls.
Oh.
Hold on.
Think about it.
I'm the new
How many women are lesbian that are way hotter than straight men?
So you heard about the new Batman? I did not,
Okay, I can't take it anymore. IC just fucking said he was lesbian. Lesbian? The fuck does that mean? Okay, he's talking about getting paid maternity leave. How?
I'm lesbian too, so like what?
No, wait.
Damn this.
Really? You are too?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I'm
what?
lesbian too.
Bruh, so am I.
Yeah. See? Hey, I see my boy, we on it. On it for real though. At least it doesn't understand.
Yo, I'm gonna use pregnancy leave, son. Oh my god, this is yo, my newfound glory as being a woman is profound.
Yo,
It's profound.
divine feminine is
Facts.
Yeah, I'm about to go home and have a bath.
Yo, why you hating,
Y'all
son?
are fucking cool.
I'm about to take a bath when I get home.
Oh,
No, you're not. I just got my first period.
Yo, that shit kind of heavy, son. What's up with this?
The bad.
Oh man, that's gonna be horrible.
What?
I think we've been on mute the entire time.
I hope not.
It's gonna be funny if it is.
I'm not talking about this again.
It's gonna be
I'm not
so
talking
funny if it is.
Man,
But
we wanted to check on it, but hey man, this has been another episode
that was good.
of The Bad
And what the fuck?
yeah, let's just say
Assuming
assuming that we've been on mute,
we're just gonna cut this.
I'm gonna say this is gonna be what the oh my god. But for real. Alright, shout out to EXP Network. And with EXP Network there's big things coming. We're not gonna spoil it yet. Big things coming. Look out for us in November.
It's gonna be hot.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hot.
TV Nerds podcast coming back. We don't have an official date for y'all yet, but it's coming back.
We should find a new location. We're gonna find a new location. We're gonna find a new.
Yeah.
We should find. We should find. Yeah. All right.
You know, this is Gabe's stomach over there. Boy, the esoteric child right here. See y'all next week. You know,
Good. Bad.
y'all.
What the fuck?
Stay nerdy.
So, it was on mute. It wasn't that fun. Yeah. Well, we're just gonna have to redo it again from the beginning.
All right, guys, and that's blah 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 yada yada, and you end it always with a boom. Okay.
Yo.
Testing. Okay, we're sounds on.
I don't know why you do that.
I don't care.
Ruin the whole redo of this, bro. You just ruined the whole redo of this.
Honest, I don't even think we should really like. We should like have it go like it is, and then rewind it back right here to where it's like, okay, we did it over again.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But all right.
Yeah. We could just start from right here. Like we could just start from right.
It don't matter now.
But yeah, yeah, we back. We had some minor technical difficulties, but
Hey, maybe if you find it, you'll never know. It's all gonna be in the edits.
Yeah, this might be just another timeline.
You don't even know.
This could be a whole new timeline. Yeah.
To change. I'm gonna put a commercial in it.
This could be a what if.
Yeah, that could be that yeah. Actually, this is a what if.
Yeah.
Yo.
But yeah.
Truly horrific.
Yeah. But let's get into our what the fuck topic. So, this 52-year-old man, Thomas Dean, is going to jail for 10 years. Would you like to know the reason why?
Yeah.
10 years in prison for stabbing a woman.
Whose semen is it?
With semen-filled syringe.
That shouldn't be my first question, though. It should be why. That's a terrible thing to happen. But my first question. Why? Where did he get it? Where did he get it? Well, it's not even a why now.
It's more of like, where'd you get this? Yours?
Yeah,
is this your semen?
And then
if it's not, where'd you get this from?
And then you go, why? Why did you do this?
And why this woman?
Yeah. What was the goal? What do you get how pregnancy works?
Like, I don't think pregnancy comes from I don't know. I know there's penetration involved, but that's not the right penetration.
Dad always said the tip. That's not what he meant.
Not that tip.
I thought that was not what he meant. Not what he meant, fam. Rhetorical. But yeah, no, this is
in a supermarket. Oh, and this is not a Florida story, by the way.
No,
this ain't no Florida story.
Oh,
so you would give us a break because this right here has happened in Churchton, Maryland. So y'all people in Maryland, y'all got some fucked up people too. At a grocery store. At a grocery store of all places.
I mean, I think it's a reasonable place, one. And then second, when you have semen-filled syringes, I don't think it really matters where. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it's not to poke holes and make fun of this. This is terrible for the woman who got stabbed with semen. But now what if she got AIDS? It's not cool. However,
I mean, I always thought that AIDS came from like transfer. I didn't think it's from it says sexual fluids. Yeah.
I don't know, dog. But that shit wild. 10 years ain't enough.
It really ain't.
10 years ain't enough. He gonna get his ass beat. He gonna get his ass beat. He gonna become a pocket bitch. All that. Cause like they find out you stab a woman.
He gonna be like, hey yo, Pops, what you in here for? Stab someone. Who you stab? Like, man or what? Woman. Bam! Like, automatically, man. Cause
that's brutal. You just stabbing women with a knife. I didn't stab with a knife.
No. Oh, what you stab with? A syringe. So you stabbing women with a dirty needle? God.
No.
It was clean.
It was clean with my semen.
With what?
And that's when the headsets come off and you just do the whole, the FBI.
Bro. Yeah, imagine
the guard would just take everything and imagine being a judge too. All right.
It's like
case number 78332, man stabbed woman with semen-filled syringe.
Sir.
What?
Sir. It says here you are charged with stabbing a woman with a semen-filled syringe?
Yeah.
Throw the book.
How do you plead? Alfred plea. Alfred plea? Yeah. You're at what? So you say you're pleading guilty, but you don't admit to doing the crime. Yep.
We have you on video in 4K.
Like your DNA is still in her arm that matched that. Yep.
It's not my semen.
No, they matched. I think they matched it. They matched it. It's his.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's just even more.
Yeah, it's his.
Either way, it's disgusting. But it's like, bro, like you just have to.
Why do you have more? Why do you have more syringes? How do you get caught with more syringes?
And when he was arrested, they found more syringes in his car and the house.
Oh, what are you doing? Just pumping them out? Jesus. Oh, gross. Gross. Why would being a cop getting evidence? Why would I have to get the evidence?
I mean, you wear gloves.
It's not enough. It's not enough. You got syringe. Why? Why at 52 did you do this too? Like you've lived long to just not done it.
This man must be you must be bored with your life.
Yeah. What came to this point to be like, you know what? I'm gonna stab bitches with my semen.
Huh? Excuse me, sir?
And he got caught off a tip. So I know he went and told one of his homies. His homies is like, nigga, that's wild. You out of pocket, G. Nah. Mm-mm. Yeah, and I stabbed her and I injected her. Told her it was a D sting. Nope. That's not what we do.
I could just imagine he's like at one of those living facilities. Told someone person just roll their way to the cops like, hey man, I got a tip for y'all.
He did it. He did it. Or he's at the bar talking to somebody else and the bartender overhears. You know, the bartender just be like, yo, this shit wild. My job requires me to say something on this. Because you can't let this just go by. Yeah, that's a tip. I think I know the guy who's stabbing ladies with semen.
With syringes.
Syringes of semen. There had to have been a reward too. That's disgusting. Absolutely ridiculous.
You a whole menace.
Yo. 52, you decided to do this.
You a whole menace, sir.
If you got kids and you got grandkids or some shit, could you imagine having to explain?
I mean, he tried to put his kids in somebody else, but
he probably ain't got kids. You're probably right. He probably ain't got kids. Yeah, I didn't think of that. You see the number 52, you think he's established.
Now, what if he got grandkids and he's like, dang, we about to visit your grandpa. Why are we going to prison? Because your grandfather's nasty. Your papa is disgusting.
Why you always gotta talk to him like that? Why you gotta disrespect my dad like that? He's just different. And you see the husband and wife just bickering. Don't worry about it. We gotta go see granddad upstate.
You guys go see grandfather. Y'all know,
You knew what he was like before. Don't even act like you ain't know. And that's just the bickering you have to deal with. As you drive to go see your grandfather
kids
in
just
jail.
in the back seat just listening to this whatever happens in it, is granddad gonna give us candy?
How come grandpa don't give us money no more? You don't want nothing from your grandfather. And if you do take anything from your grandfather, wash your hands.
Why I gotta wash my hands? Wash your hands.
That's ridiculous. You can't, what? G? And you in Maryland? That's not. Florida don't associate shit like this. That's the thing too. We don't.
I ain't never heard of Florida like this.
Florida people got more sense. We more sense than that. I'm not even from here, and I know Floridians got more sense. I don't know
about having more sense, but this is definitely something. I haven't heard.
It's more structured. They had to stab an alligator. It'd be purposeful. Why'd you stab an alligator with your semen though? I wanted to make sure it was mine. All right.
For some reason, that makes more sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
It does make more sense.
You still go to jail, sir, but that somehow that's logical.
Somehow we will find. Somehow because it's Florida, we'll find a lot.
Yeah, but in this is just cruel, gross.
Even if this was in Florida, this is just wild. Like there's
no cosign in this. You keep that up north. Don't bring that shit down here. I know it's coming the season. Don't you bring that shit down here. You keep that up there.
It's about to be snowbird season. I'm glad he ain't here.
Keep out, yeah. For next 10 years.
Next 10 years, he ain't gonna get away from the snow.
Man, listen.
Better snuggle up to your cellmate.
That's not. So I hear you like getting stabbed with tips.
Like,
you gonna be quick like, no, I don't, sir. No, I don't. That's not what I heard in the news. That's horrible.
Very. But let's go on to the
topic.
Let's go on to what made the most. So, with this story, let's give y'all a little backstory before we. So Sony and PlayStation had a showcase where they, basically they showcased the newer model for the PS5. They talked about updates to the PS5. They released a trailer for the new God of War Ragnarok. I'm telling you, it looks. And if you follow TV Nerds on our Instagram, I posted on our story all the concept art and everything for all the characters. The game looks so good. This is definitely one. This Ragnarok might be game of the year. The same way how God of War was God of War game of the year.
I think so. Year? I believe so. Yeah, I believe so.
But then also I think it's 2022 or 2023. But Marvel Spider-Man 2 will be coming out. Insomniac Games is putting their whole foot in this right here.
That's gonna be it.
And it also is gonna have Venom in it as well. And there's also
playable characters.
I'm not sure if he's playable or not, but if he is, I'm here for it.
He's playable.
And plus, in the trailer, it was like a mysterious voice. Some people are thinking that it was Carvin the Hunter, which I could kind of see it, but
possibly,
yeah, it's definitely possible. But if you have him and Venom in it, plus you bring him back, Peter and Miles.
Okay,
this game's gonna be amazing. I can't wait. And plus, Insomniac is also developing a Wolverine game.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
A Marvel Wolverine.
Yeah, the trailer was gas.
Oh my.
Trailer was amazing. I mean, it didn't show a lot, but in terms of graphics and stuff.
Oh yeah, Insomniac always does their thing with graphics and everything. So most definitely.
And it has the new Tomb Raider, not the new Tomb Raider, but the Tomb Raider that had I think also won Game of the Year.
They're coming out with a new Tomb.
But it has similar tone of graphics to that, where it's like an orangey tint in a way, like a Mexico tint, but very cinematic in a way. It's good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, and Tomb Raider's graphics are
right. So they look like they're following that. So the bar scene and stuff that you see in the trailer, I can't wait for the full game to be immersive.
Me too. But also something that really kept Sony, everything like that, or on the timeline. It's a patent that they dropped, and it basically the idea of it is that it's an idea to have more accurate representing injuries, violent video. So say in a game you break your leg, that whatever damage is on that leg, it's gonna slow your character down. You're gonna see your character favor that side. You're gonna see him limp on that side, and if he puts too much pressure on it, you're gonna see him collapse. So it's gonna basically be more realistic on how how the character or how the gamer is gonna handle injury a violent video game.
I don't know, fam. That would piss me off because games that do that in times, it's like
it's too much.
Yeah, like Last of Us. Is that the one? Is that the one where you can craft items?
Yeah,
fight zombies.
Mm-hmm. Love that game.
Fuck
Both
that
of them.
Fuck that game. Because a crowbar breaks. Show your work.
First of all,
put it to the board and show your work.
Hit a crowbar on anything long enough, like enough times, it will break. And you don't know how tough strength. You don't know how tough those damn zombies are.
Human strength. I'm bashing zombies with a crowbar. Unlikely to break. And you telling me I got 7 hits that I'm busting this thing open. I'm fighting back. Bro, chill with some of these realisticness. Chill with some of them. Some of them be too realistic. GTA 2. I jump off two flights of steps or a couple steps. Your whole body just... And then it takes 3 seconds to get back up. Cops done shot you 18 times.
No, some of the stuff is like
yeah, just
when it comes to like a little tangent. When it came to like realism with GTA, I feel like GTA 4 was more realistic. If you fought somebody in GTA 4, you fight it. Like you got to throw hands.
And
in GTA 5, if you were able to hit the combos, like it was definitely like a recordable. But no, in GTA 5, you sneak punch somebody once, they lay it out. Like this, like just because my strength is up, don't mean
I can just one hit people out.
You gon' like I'm a baby boy. I'm a just baby boy one hit a quitter. Every single person I punch. Like, come on.
I hear like Craig.
that man said, "What kind of bitch ass punch was that?" He's like, "You gotta shoot the one hit a quitter." Like,
it's true though. 100% true. 100% true. Some of the realism just like Left 4 Dead had better realism because like when you get to a certain level of death, you start to limp, and then when you had like nothing, like you needed to get revived, and either you got pain pills that slowly diminished but filled your health bar up, or you got a drumming that quickly diminished but it filled your health bar up. So at the end, you were still fucked if you didn't get a health pack. And they had a defibrillator in the game too. So if a player actually died, you had to run back to the game, get the pads out, clear, boom.
Which that's not always helpful either.
Clear, boom, and then the horde pops off, and you got zombies coming, and you there just, come on, buddy, clear, boom. Yeah, that's how the game be. It be wild, fam. Me and Icy was playing the other day, and like he died because he got choked up by one of the zombies. Then, like I said, the New York zombies. But he came throwing hands with with black forces on.
They just jumped y'all.
I'm not even I'm dead serious. They jumped us, right? I got hit because there's this girl that spits acid out. I got hit with acid, so I'm on the ground, and because I was on the ground, I had the pistol just shooting people, and then more zombies came out and they just stomped me out until I died. And then I watched Icy. He got stomped out until he died. So like, yo, the game's savage. The game Left 4 Dead 2, savage.
Like, how come they don't just bite you? Like they just gotta beat your ass.
Yo, like I said, fam, this is a New York game. Everybody that's in the game is from New York. And they all just beat you like New Yorkers. You just get beat, savagely beaten every time. It'd be a gang of people just coming out just wild hands, and you just get snuffed. They don't eat you, but you can get punched in the face and beat up really bad. Yeah. But like I said, in the game, like the realism, and then they have a realistic part because like in the game Left 4 Dead, like if you need certain things like health or like weapons and stuff, it highlights it. You know what I'm saying? So you can see those items. They have a mode called realistic where it doesn't highlight those items. So you physically have to walk up and look for items to see. And you got to use your flashlight. It'd be dark, pitch black. Man, you got to run the game one time. You get it. You'll get it. So, yeah,
I mean, as far as this patent goes,
I hope it sticks.
There's even a detail noted that the engine character's facial expressions would change.
That's pretty cool.
That's kind of like a micro. That, which is cool. I mean, depending on the game, this would be either fun, it'll create a new challenge, or it'll just be annoying.
I feel like the level of detail they're putting into the game is unnecessary. Because, like,
especially when it comes to this.
Yeah. I'm not going to be able to, like, I'm only going to see my teammates' facial expressions. So I guess that makes sense. But, like, if I'm playing a first person or a single player game, seeing the damage and the facial expressions on my face doesn't really make sense if I'm looking at a third player.
Unless you're looking for reflection.
How often would you notice that in the game? You know what I mean? Like it's just, I feel like it's just a weird choice to focus detail on.
Now, if they kind of associate this with the controls as well, like say you're walking, like left side of the controller like vibrates a bit, and you like take a step, knowing
that makes sense.
Yeah, this is really shaking. I'm probably hurt like real bad. I gotta do something. I think that's one of those little details that would definitely that I'll be here for. But like some of them is just
I'm excited.
I mean, I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with this. Are they really gonna go forward with this? Or just how is this going to really change like how games are, how violent games are.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, I mean, you all just gotta wait and see. I think the idea is not bad, but depending on what game and how you execute, it can either be either be good or it could just be like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah. Like if you add realism to certain games that didn't have it so much, like Deus Ex or something, I can get that. I can get behind that. You know what I mean? Like they make an Andromeda game where like MMOs or RPGs and anything like that where like you can like any RPGs that you can do where you can do realism into that detail. I feel like it will hugely benefit the game. But like you put it in like Call of Duty or shooters, you're gonna piss so many people off, man. Like I won't even play the game anymore. Like every time you get shot, you can't run. I'm done with this. I mean, I get it, but at least I'm just trying to shoot some kids. Not like shoot kids, but shoot some 9-year-olds who playing this game.
Who get to play it every single night and stuff. Talking about, I'm 5th prestige.
Yeah, who are one-shotting me, and I catch the kid after the 4th kill.
It's like no scope. All right,
I caught your ass, little Nick. You suck now. You know what I'm saying?
It's like no scope.
No. I don't have the button anymore. We didn't use it.
I don't say something.
No,
never mind.
I don't have the button.
But yeah, man. Alright, but yeah, we just gotta wait and see.
Mm-hmm.
Like like I said, all really how they executed it, what game. Yeah. Let's wrap things up real quick. Yeah, so that was another episode of The Good,
The Bad,
and What the
Fuck.
So, thank you all for rocking with us. Thank you for continuing to support. TV Nerds Podcast coming back soon. We don't have a date yet, but we are definitely coming back. We'll have more podcasts for y'all. Gonna have more videos for y'all. More content. EX3 Network. We got big things on the way.
Mm-hmm.
All I can tell you right now is these next few months.
Boom. I can't wait myself. I can't wait myself. Wait till the new things coming out. But always follow us every Thursday here on Twitch or on YouTube. Subscribe to us. Drop a like. All that good jazz.
Subscribe to our YouTube. Subscribe to
Twitter. We got it all.
Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. Follow our individual social media. Well, keep up with the whole team.
I'm public, but I'm not gonna befriend you. Just be honest. I'm public, but I'm just not gonna friend you. You can watch it. You can follow me. To be fair.